This disclaimer was copied without permission. Don't forget to subscribe.
Right, we are back with we really wanted to try this. This is a beer from, hvad fanden hedder Basqueland?
Basques.
From Basques.
The Basque.
The Basque. From the Basque region of the Empire of Spain. Which we don't accept, or at least I don't. Don't know about you. I don't care for you. You can accept it if you want. I mean, I won't think any worse of you. How could I?
Spain, there's Portugal, there's France, there's
Catalonia, and the Faroe Islands, and
Faroe Islands aren't part of Spain, are they?
They could become that. I wouldn't fucking care.
Yeah, well, they're
but I've got my good friend David. He would probably care. Well, for his sake, I won't. I don't want that.
Well, see, the Faroe Islands, there's this bunch of cliffs out in the North Sea somewhere. Their main issues seem to be A, how do we get independent from Denmark?
Mm-hmm.
B, how can we pursue homosexuals the worst?
Yeah.
It seems to be all they care about.
Yeah. It's pretty awful, isn't it?
Not that I don't like the Faroes, it's just all I hear from them.
That's all I hear from them as well. But
It's anti-Denmark and anti-gay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand that anti-Denmark bit, but the anti-gay bit, I really don't.
Yeah, especially how considering how happy parents seem to be with their children, gays or not.
Exactly. I actually went there in '91. It was a fantastic. It's probably the most beautiful place as far as nature concerns I've ever been to.
Oh, I've never been there. Iceland beats anything I've ever seen.
It's probably pretty close to Iceland, I would say. It was absolutely beautiful. I'd love to go to Iceland as well, though.
I was there 30-something years ago, and literally being in places where you can't go anymore, we had to duck because there was this steam of just boiling, literal steam just bursting across you. You could see it, and you realize if you stood up there, you would be boiled. And you would be walking on this like 50 centimeters path, and there was boiling sulfur on each side of you. It was amazing to be there. Looking down between some cliffs, and you see there was this red glow at the bottom. Being this close to where you can't go anymore, that was amazing.
Yeah, I could figure.
I can't believe it.
I could figure.
Now that's not the Faroe Islands for you.
That's not the Faroe Islands, after all.
Lots of sheep there.
Yeah. Stupid sheep. I'm getting the impression of cold coffee here, and that's never too good. Let's have a taste of it and see what it can do for us.
This was this Basque.
Abordaia. Abordaia. Yeah, something to the effect of that from Cervezas La Pirata. Why are they naming their beers something in Spanish? What the is wrong with these people?
What do you call a beer in Spanish?
Cerveza.
There you go.
And it has to be something else in Basque, or I really am going to lose a shitload of respect for the Basque.
So they should go back to Spain.
Yeah. If they name their beers the same as the Spanish do, they might as well get Spanish all along. Yeah, exactly. Just how dare they? I mean, I'm a random Danish guy on the internet. The Basque have to abide to what I tell them. Don't you think so?
On the other hand, this is not a bad beer.
Now that you say so.
It does unfortunately have this hint of stale stout. I think
It's light. It's not an Aaron Raw stout, is it?
this is a stout at all.
I would say it is a stout, but it's not an Aaron Raw stout.
Imperial stout with vanilla.
It's the vanilla doing it, isn't it? Because it gives it a lighter, sweeter taste. But I'd love to have tried this stout without the vanilla notes and just with the heavy bitterness, which you can actually feel behind the vanilla.
There are
Lightness.
vanilla notes. So out of Imperial stout with vanilla, there's at least vanilla.
Yeah, but there's also some heavy bitterness, I would
I
say.
think Imperial, that basically means how many percent?
9.5.
Well, it's Imperial-ish.
It is. After all. Wow.
Although Imperial, it tends to mean you just pour in exorbitant amount of malts, hops, whatnot. And 9.5, well, yeah, I suppose it's Imperial. Stout, well.
Well, the question is whether
it's not black. It's brown. And now the color is not indicative of the style itself. It doesn't mean you can have, in principle, at least a stout that is kind of has light notes. I've never seen them, but I suppose you could have. This is not a stout with a 2 centimeter see-through thing on a glass. I've never seen that before. It's a very light. It's brown as far as I'm concerned.
probably red if you
Well, reddish. Not sure.
Stouts are usually red if you can light through them. Let's have a look.
Well, this definitely is. I can see it from here.
No, it's actually more brownish if you're right.
This is, well, red brown. I don't know. It doesn't taste like a stout, to be honest.
I find some heavy coffee notes that are stoutish, I would say.
And that's all.
Well, so it tastes a bit like a stout. Did we actually grade the alcohol-free beer?
I'm not sure we did.
No.
I'm inclined to say a 3, perhaps a 4, but probably 3.
I'll give it a 3.5. Returning to the beer in question.
It's no better than a 3 as far as I'm concerned.
I'll grade it higher.
Huh?
I'll give it 4 at least.
Oh.
Because it is a light stout, but it has the proper notes of coffee after all, and some roasted notes and some vaguely smoky notes as well. So I'll give it 4. Sorry, I'll give it 4. Wow.
No, it's just doesn't appeal to me at all.
Yes,
It's not bad. It's just not exactly why this.
maybe I'm just. I guess it could be that I'm biased towards the Basque, like I'm biased towards the Finns. I automatically presuppose that it's good if it's from the Basque. But still, I'll stick to the 4. I think it's a decent. Let me just have a taste again and see.
It leaves a kind of a boring aftertaste in my mouth, so it's definitely no more than a 3 as far as I'm concerned.
I'll stick to the 4 because I think it doesn't have much aftertaste. I'll grant you that. The taste it does have, however, whenever it enters my mouth, there's a small explosion of coffee, a bit of cognac, and a proper richness to it. And
there's an initial richness, yes.
Yeah.
It just dissolves too fast. It's just barely there and then it's gone. So
I'll give it 4 after all. I will. I'll stick to that. But I do understand your criticism. I just choose to disagree.
we'll fight it out later.
Yeah, we will. You'll probably win. You're a ninjutsu master, aren't you?
I'm practicing. Mastering, that's far ahead in the future.
Right. Which belt do you have?
Which belt?
Belt.
Oh, belt? Black belt. I earned my belt, that's 10, 12 years ago, and I haven't graduated since. For a variety of reasons, anyway.
Okay. I'm pissed now. Oh goodness, what did you get me into? I'm not going to have any more. As we say in Denmark, let's stop while the game is still good fun. It actually stopped being that a long time ago. Oh shit. Wow. It's very a long time since I had so many beers in one go.
Turns out it's like.
So maybe I'll just say right now, like, subscribe, find me on social media, links in the description, and always, contrary to us, remember to drink responsibly. And until next time, cheers.
Du har en Wii med dansebræt.
Jeg har en Wii med et dansebræt.